Add Astra. I know. Present. Leave this path. No more love. The deception ends here. Add Astra. Thank you for... Nice and spicy. Toast! Hear the echoes of the valley. I'm going light it up! Hey there! Attack! That's the way! Ha! Hey there! Boba, get them! Watch out! Haha! Proper send-up! From the steam teamwork is dreamwork! Share my knowledge! Let's dance! You pull us in by the frostman. Positions! Go, Barbara, go!
truth. No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Here. Paralyzed the man. Protect us with one heart.
It all adds up.
Here. Receive my blessing.
No more lies.
Leave this place for the everlasting.
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels. No more lies. Ladies and clean up the definition.
Teamwork is teamwork.
Annihilation mode.
Everybody stand back.
Transfix. Defensive mode engaged.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is strength.
Witness my laid bare.
Leave this place.
It all adds up.
All eyes on me. Can't handle your dreams. Forest, protect us by the frost. Positions.
It all falls into place. Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
With one heart, we pray.
It all adds up.
This place is for you. You paralyzed land for the everlasting home.
Ultimatum protocol. Overruled. Installation chamber.
Let's light it up.
truth.
Let's see what you're made of.
No more lies.
By the frost moon of all. In our dream.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
It all falls into place.
Lush as the moonlight.
No more lies. Overruled. The thunder road is
Teamwork is dreamwork. Everybody stand
the thunder road is
Let's light it up.
ultimatum protocol.
The sky and now. Benny's adventure. Traveler, Paimon, over here! Welcome to the home base of the Field-wise Center. As you can see, the core projects are already up and running, so we can get to work at any time. Huh. This feels like one of those places light novels talk about. You know, the adventuring hubs where rookies gather to take quests and stuff. Oh, and almost like a school festival at the same time, with everyone getting together to learn and then forming teams to hone their skills. It's so exciting! Well, this place isn't quite as decked out as a school festival, but Master Tainari said the academia plans to be generous with the resources. Anyway, before students and researchers head out on dangerous field missions, they can come here for advice and emergency training. We even have professionals on staff that can join their teams to serve as guides or safety personnel.
Yeah, you can think of it like a forward operating base, equal parts theoretical training and field practice. We'll familiarize new recruits with potential challenges in the wild and take them through drills so there's no reason to panic during the real thing.
Amber, you're here too?
Surprised? I know I was. I'm off duty right now, so I was planning to just drop in on Kali for a bit. But I didn't realize how busy she'd be. I'm not the type of person to sit around and watch, so I decided to be her assistant.
Sorry, Amber. I didn't mean to put you to work during your time off.
Don't worry about it. A little relaxation balanced out with some fulfilling work is a great vacation in my book. Plus, I've learned a whole bunch of stuff too. And I got to see the Traveler in Paimon again. I mean, it just keeps getting better. We should have a giant feast once we're done here. How does that sound?
A feast with the first friend we met in Sumeru, and the first friend we met on our whole journey! Oh, that sounds just about as awesome as a giant plate of sticky honey roast!
All right, down to business then. Kale and I are in charge of the Scouting Speedsters project. The focus is using devices and machines to pass through hazardous areas, survey terrain, and get details on potential threats.
Plus, a mortar research indicates that, during dangerous situations, having the support of an adorable companion can help set adventurers' minds at ease and prevent excess nerves.
So, we took inspiration from Cullen Anba and Baron Bunny to create 2 scouting devices that are both adorable and useful. Cullen Anbot and Bar Drone Bunny. So far, feedback has been pretty positive.
Once we've collected enough data, the academia will continue to refine the scouting buddies and release even more designs. A bunch of Kulanambas and Baron Bunnies running around the wilderness? What is that gonna look like? Plus, with you to guide our 2 little scouts, we'll be able to obtain some great data. Once you have a more complete understanding of the Fieldwise Center, you should come test them out. Now come with me. I'll introduce you to the other consultants.
Oh yeah, the lady with the greenish-blue hair also has a super adorable device over there. But it does something completely different than our scouting buddies. I'm looking forward to seeing it in action.
Oh hey! Another familiar face! Come on, let's go say hi!
It's really that popular. The internal locomotion mechanism is clever enough, and the execution on the terrain recognition, remote control, and weight detection modules isn't bad. But the appearance... it might as well be a doll for a child. No, this won't do.
Madam Farzan, great news! The Traveler and Paimon agreed to join! The Fieldwise Center just leveled up big time, huh? Hello, Madam Farzan! We're here to help!
Well, look who the cat dragged in. Excellent job, Kale. Snagging 2 top experts with undeniable adventuring expertise. Now the League won't be able to say a word. no matter what kind of feedback I give. Now tell me, what do you think of this puzzle, pal?
Whoa! It looks just like you!
It's a collaboration between my juniors in the Haravatat Darshan, the Puzzlers League, and the Synopsium on Ruin Mechanisms. Clearly, the technological aspect is quite advanced. But the appearance... it couldn't be more childish. You should have seen Anise, defending this design choice with more passion than her thesis. Young people these days. Far too obsessed with making things cute.
Paimon kinda likes it. Holly and Amber were just saying how cute companions can help adventurers stay calm. With a doll that looks like you by her side, Paimon thinks she could go adventuring in a super dark ruin and not even get scared.
Well, that line of thinking does have merit. And I suppose choosing this particular appearance is a sign of their respect. For me. Still, there are adventurers who place greater emphasis on reliability and technical composition. People like that don't just want their devices to be able to survive an avalanche, but to look the part. And for their appearance to reflect the high-tech composition. The fluffiness of this puzzle pal, on the other hand, doesn't give the impression it would be a reliable or formidable device. The appearance may even be distracting. Now picture this. A thick metal casing, square in shape, with a matte finish and openings to showcase the complex technical composition. That would have much more visual impact. I'm the perfect example of this. I have a youthful appearance, and so people question me on occasion. If I had a head of white hair instead, things would be different.
Really? Then, you want Paimon to talk to them? She has white hair.
What? No! That's not the same thing.
I didn't realize you had such strict views about this, Madame Farzan.
Huh? So, even you prefer this version? Well, if that's what you really think, then fine. You'll have to come back and test it out on some puzzles, Traveler. I'll rate your effectiveness in using the device and come up with a user manual based on your performance. As for improvements to its appearance, long-term observation is required, so I'll put that aside for now. I've already selected a few of the most suitable domains, so we can begin the puzzle-solving process at any time.
Thanks, Madame Farzan. I'm just gonna take the Traveler and Paimon to see the final project. But it shouldn't take long.
Don't worry, Kale. You're the one in charge here. Just make sure to pace yourself. Once things calm down, come over to see me and we'll have a nice chat. I'll even treat you to some snacks from back in my day.
Snacks! Paimon's in! Paimon's in! Thank you, Madame Farzan. I'll bring a few boxes of floral tea as well.
Go on now. Do me proud.
This last one is a long-term project we're calling the Security Division. Thanks to General Mahamatra Sino, we've been able to bring Dia on as the instructor and Candace as the coordinator. They're putting together a combat test right now, but they should be back soon.
Hey, looking for us? Guess we showed up right on cue then. Wait, the Traveler and Paimon are joining as well? That makes things a whole lot easier.
Sorry for keeping you waiting, everyone. But we managed to bring back some good intel.
Intel? Huh, this is starting to sound intense.
Of course. What better way to protect the students than to sweep through the desert and rid it of all potential dangers? Not a bad plan, right? You in?
Not the best time for jokes, Dia. Besides, when it comes to striking down danger, the Traveler is a man on a mission. He might take you up on that offer.
Defeating anything that might pose a threat? Oh, even if the Traveler worked non-stop, that could still take years. He'd have to stop traveling. Oh, Paimon doesn't even want to think about that. Time would be the least of our problems. Some dangers aren't visible to the naked eye, like the scorpions burrowed underground or the terrifying raptors sleeping in the trees. You can't get rid of them until they jump out to attack you. For situations like these, we'd have to combine Madame Farazan's recommendations with Amber's approach to scouting, calculating our chances of encountering enemies and our expected operation times.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pencils down, everyone. That was just a joke.
The security division's goal is a lot simpler, actually. We're just here to ensure that fieldwork teams include trained combat personnel. Some of this work has been entrusted to the Blazing Beasts and other mercenaries, but members of investigation teams who pass the combat test can also qualify. Before an investigation team is allowed to head into a dangerous area, the group must include at least 2 professionals who have passed the assessment. And Dia and I were just out collecting intel on the best place to hold the test.
We found a domain filled with monsters and bandits of all levels. Hopefully, they don't mind us borrowing their stomping ground for a bit. It'll only cost them a few smacks on the head.
Oh, so we just need to supervise, right?
That's right. Participant safety is our utmost priority. So we'll organize a group of capable personnel to take it in shifts.
We still need to figure out our testing metrics, though. Fighting is different from an actual exam, and there's no one right answer. Mercenaries like me, we all have our own style. That's not a problem in actual combat, but when it comes to teaching, we tend to stick too much to what we're used to. So, we need someone to give us a baseline. Someone who has the experience, but also takes a more flexible approach in combat.
Yeah, based on what you just described, the Traveler seems like the perfect person for the job.
Great. Working with you is always a pleasure, Traveler. Smooth as butter on a steak.
Don't forget about compensation for the Traveler in Paimon, Dia. You agreed without doing the math first.
Ah, it's fine. We'll just split the funds Kale wrangled for us, 20-80. 10 for me, 10 for you, 80 for the 2 of them.
Wait, we're getting 80%?
Don't sweat it. We're just in charge of the long-term operations. You're the one setting the metrics for the whole thing. So I think we got the better end of the deal. We've talked about a partnership in the past, haven't we? Well then, consider this the perfect place to start.
Then I'll draw up a detailed overview of the compensation so it's clear for everyone.
That'd be great.
And don't worry, Miss Candace. About that piece of land you're leasing to the academia, the one used for grain storage, I managed to get them to agree to a 30% increase in their rent payment.
Oh, thank you. Those funds will go to fixing up some of the village facilities, which should make for a more comfortable experience when investigation teams stop there in the future. All right, we should finish up our arrangements for the combat test. Stop by our station when you're ready, Traveler.
See you soon.
Oh, you sure are the beating heart of this operation, Kale. You brought the whole gang together! Oh, no. I'm just doing what I can. I still have so much to learn, so much work to coordinate. But for now, let's just give it our all. You bet! We'll make the Fieldwise Center the best it can be!
Hey there! Ready to go full speed ahead with Cullen Anbot and Barjone Bunny?
Our 2 scouting buddies are tuned up and ready for testing. Don't worry. I'm using this station as a temporary office for the Fieldwise Center as a whole. But it hasn't been too bad. Just a lot of data processing for our scout bots and some paperwork.
Oh, and we also give suggestions on how to modify the internal mechanisms. When an investigation team comes along, we register them and check if emergency training is needed. Then we take care of the departure procedures, allocate the required personnel and equipment, and then we monitor the situation with their camp provisions and touch base with the logistics staff.
I don't mind. It's just temporary. The center hasn't been open for too long, so we're still working out the kinks.
Yeah! Plus, verifying travel qualifications and keeping an eye on logistics is nothing new for me.
And The academia is sending specialists to set up a formal administrative team soon. We just have to show them the ropes. Some of them are here already. So once that's set up, and the researchers submit their certifications, we can start delegating the work.
And then we can take a well-deserved break. I asked Lisa and Kaya for some recommendations before leaving, so I have a list. Time's been a bit tight this trip, but Kali took me around Sumeru City, and we had tons of amazing food. She's one busy gal, though, so I didn't want to drag her from place to place. It made more sense to spend time here helping her out.
I'm sorry, Amber.
For what? I'm having a blast. Seeing you take the reins, seeing your friends place their trust in you, even rely on you, it makes me so happy. Traveling, relaxing, I can do that whenever. It's not like this is my last time here. Besides, once we're done, there will still be more than enough time for sightseeing.
That makes me even more determined. You don't need to worry about me, Amber. I've got this.
Hey there, ready?
Our 2 scouting buddies are tuned up and ready for testing.
Nice. Sure takes you back to the gliding test days, huh?
sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. Kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow. Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces. Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow. Emotions are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces. Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's...
You're back. Ready to delve into the art of solving mechanical puzzles? Or did you want to have a chat? As you wish. When it's you doing the asking. Refined, naturally. Not that I have anything against cuteness. A plush little thing with big eyes and a round face. I could see the appeal as much as anyone. But at my age, clinging to such objects like a child is somewhat... undignified. Now, some of the newer stuff on the market is just exquisite. Made with the finest material, sculpted in elegant lines with features that glitter like gemstones. The element of cuteness is there, but it also doubles as a piece of art. Wait a second. I thought your questions were going to be academic in nature. What is the meaning of... Ahem. Fine. I'll let it go this once. But that excuse won't work a second time.
Hey, ready to do some quality assurance on our test question?
Wonderful. Just don't forget to pace yourself.
Yep, all you gotta do is defeat a certain number within the time limit. But hey, leave some for the trainees, okay?
Show begin. The Temple of Wisdom.
With one heart, we pray. Branch is a song.
Commit it to memory. Carry my knowledge. And put the weight. Here.
Receive my blessing for the everlasting hope.
Grow. The Temple of Wisdom. This is our rise. Ready, steady, go. Let's dance. All eyes on me. Positions.
With one heart, we pray. By the frost on the hole.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Hear the echoes of the battle! Laid bare. Black as the moon for the everlasting hope.
Let's light it up! Going in!
Everlasting as the moon! Overruled! By the frost on the hole.
Everybody stand back!
Bring it! With one heart, we pray.
Raging Echo! Teamwork is dreamwork!
By the frost on the hole.
Let's light it up! Going
Fallen leaves.
Let the fight be rumble. We found your head.
One with wind and cloud. Ultimatum protocol.
Be sanctified. Settle down. Found your head.
Time to shine!
Fly high. The birds call. Wind strike.
The time beckons. Silence. Be sanctified.
Hear the echoes of the bell! Time to shine! Going in! We go! Watch out! who?
Branch is a song. With one heart, we pray.
Follow my street. Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge. Yeah. This place rings. All eyes on me.
Branch is a song for the everlasting flow.
Hey, make yourself a room.
Receive my blessing.
Come on, we can do it. Positions.
By the frost on the fire.
Carry my knowledge. This place rings. And with the wind. Diminish melody.
Branch is a song.
Three, show me what you see.
I can show you. Go in.
Let's run.
Lockdown. Fire in the hole.
Not too. Go. You're free now.
Everybody stand. Lockdown.
Bow your head.
Get to work! You two! Tight! A little elusive! At first,
Let the mighty be humble. Silence!
time to shine! Fulfill our path! Suffer their wrath! The pinnacle of excellence! Off to the free...
Be sanctified.
Show no mercy! You two! Tight! At first, please!
Let the mighty be humble.
Lalin, eat Papa! Yeah! There's on the loose!
Be sanctified. Silence!
Get to work! You two! Time to end them! The pinnacle of excellence! Adaptive... Show no mercy! Let me lead you a verse. Know my sword! Eat Lalin! Eat Papa! Get off to the freezer! There's on the loose! Paradise! Rain cutter! Rain outlines your fate! Get to work! Let me rain outline. You two! Time to have burst of flavor! Into the void! Extinguish! Witness the power of the wild! Know my sword! Show no mercy! Eat Lalin! Eat Papa! There's on the loose! A little... outlines of fate. No, my... ADATA thrust! Witness power for what? Rain outlines of fate. Huh? Fulfill our path! Suffer the wrath! The pinnacle of excellence! On to the... And never star goes out! Yeah! Rain cutter, know my sword! Rain outlines your fate! You two! Time to end them! Yes, at first the flavor! Witness power for what? Huh? Know my sword! ADATA thrust!
Use of force authorized.
One with wind and cloud.
The tides beckon. Settle down. Use of force authorized.
Time to shine! Shower me with...
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
The birds call. One with nature.
Might be humble. Settle down.
Time to shine!
Into the wind.
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Adorn mind up.
Strike a pose!
Silence.
One with wind and cloud.
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Time to shine! Strike a pose!
Annihilation mode. Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
The tides beckon. Silence.
Let the
Your coming was foretold. Bloom as the flowers in Gurabard!
Suffer the wrath of Eastleaf!
Care for a dance.
Everybody stand back! You two! Time to end this! Ow, ow, ow! Fulfill our path!
Your care for a dance.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! He's lolling! He's Papa! Get him!
Your coming was foretold.
Care for a dance.
Overruled!
Dance with me!
Everybody stand back! You
Be a good audience,
Time to
won't you?
end them!
Care for a dance. This is where
Victory! The Temple of Wisdom!
with one heart.
All eyes on me!
Draw my strength! Billowing surge! Allow me! Commit it to memory!
Where is your song?
Share my knowledge! Position!
Try the frost in the hole.
Rest and rebuild!
Dance with the wind!
I see everything! The Temple of Wisdom! Forest, quick refuge!
With one heart.
Time to go back
Fieldwise Center is getting a lot of praise from important scholars all throughout the academia. Soon, they'll send a team of specialists to take over the management of this place based on our recommendations. So, thank you for all the support.
Wow, sounds like your hard work paid off, Kale.
And you're overseeing the transition yourself. Well, the young students today could learn a thing or two from you, Kale. Your confidence, your proactiveness, your leadership. It's admirable. Not like some of the ones I teach. So focused on theses and research with no practical skills to speak of.
To be honest, I don't feel all that confident. Being the go-between for all the different Darshans, coordinating everything, I still can't quite believe I managed it. Oh, but the Traveler and Paimon played a huge role in that too. I can't thank you both enough.
Yeah, we're used to this kind of work. So for us, this was more like a super special camping trip with friends. You know, a few puzzles here, a little exercise there. It was super fun. Pretty much a piece of cake. Oh, man. Now Paimon's hungry. Hey, now that we're all done, why don't we go get some food to celebrate?
Candace and I are 2 steps ahead of you.
This way, everyone.
Woohoo! A feast!
Perfect timing.
Oh, it's been a while since we've had such a delicious spread of dishes from Sumeru. Paimon feels like she could eat twice as much. No, 3 times as much as normal. Huh, is that a challenge? Careful what you wish for. We have your wallet to think about.
It's been a while since I've had food from the desert region. It's nothing like I remember. Now this is the real deal. Everything I've tried before pales in comparison.
That means a lot, Madam. If all the researchers who came to our village were so polite, we would have an occasion to offer feasts like this more often.
By the way, you planning on doing any sightseeing, Miss Amber? You came all this way after all.
Oh, for sure. I hear that there's a forest full of gigantic trees northwest of Port Ormos, with trunks bigger than the entire width of the Good Hunter restaurant. I'd love to see it for myself. Oh, and I bet I could climb up and then glide down from the treetops. That sounds so fun.
In that case, I'll give you some snacks to take with you. Like a dense cake or some dumplings. The wind's strong up there, so you don't want anything too crumbly. Oh, and you'll need a thicker water skin, so it doesn't break if it drops.
Oh, dumplings sound great. So soft and chewy. Great thinking, Kale.
As for the desert, I'd love to check out some of the ruins, like that giant one shaped like an hourglass. I'll just observe from a distance, though. Your ruins could be protected sites, so better to not barge in. Besides, there could be someone sleeping in there.
I'm glad to hear that, Miss Amber. It's for the best.
Your body won't be used to the desert environment though, so traveling could be tough. You'll need to bring moisturizing ointment and essential oils for the skin.
Honestly, though, helping set up the Fieldwise Center was the real highlight of this trip. And thanks to you, Kale, I got to make some new friends, too. So I couldn't be happier. Feel free to drop in on me in Mondstadt anytime. I'll show you the best our city has to offer.
Don't mind if I do. I had some dandelion wine while I was in Fontaine, and man, that was the stuff. So sweet and fragrant, not a single bitter note in there at all. And that was the imported stuff. I bet the taste is even better when it's fresh. I'm looking forward to downing a couple of barrels already.
It couldn't hurt to take a break from wine either. Those children gave you some hennaberry thorn powder, remember?
Come on, Candace. It's just a taste. The barrels aren't even that big. We're talking like 3 to 5 cups per, top. And don't worry, I'd make sure to bring back souvenirs for everyone.
Well, I've heard the Knights of Favonius library has quite the collection. I wonder if there are tomes that approach engineering from a different angle. Could be worth perusing.
I'm not sure about the exact number, but the library's pretty huge, all right. What kind of books are you interested in, Madame Farazan? I can write them down and have Lisa get them ready for you. Either way, just leave your Mondstadt travel plans to me.
Lisa? Lisa Mincy? Cyrus's prize student who he never stops bragging about? So that's where she's hiding.
Ah, this is kind of nice, isn't it? Friends of ours meeting other friends of ours, then becoming friends in their own right. Yeah. Maybe we should start introducing our friends to each other. Paimon can think of a few who might get along. Huh, not a bad idea, right? Just imagine all the fun we could have. Looks like the whole gang's here. Oh, and Layla's here too. But, oh, she doesn't look too good. Did something happen?
Ah, Paimon, Traveler. It's good to see you. I'd welcome you like a proper host, but I'm a bit busy at the moment. Apologies. No need to look that worried. My observations indicate Miss Layla's condition has improved quite a bit. There's no danger to her mind. She's just fatigued and needs some rest. Excuse me for a moment while I blend some calming incense. I'll let you two explain the situation.
All right. What happened was, Sethos and a few members of the Temple of Silence rescued Layla, who was out in the desert trapped in a state of delirium.
She had to be rescued? Oh, that sounds bad.
That's all you're gonna say about it, Sino? I mean, we don't want people jumping to conclusions.
That's all I can say about it. The person involved is unable to explain what happened to her, so we're limited in what we know.
Sorry. My head... still dizzy. The moons... Exactly how many are there?
She's been repeating that phrase over and over again, but she can't seem to remember what happened to her.
We tried a few things back at the Temple of Silence, but we couldn't recover her memories. Her symptoms are kind of similar to researchers in the Satyavada life state. So we brought her to Tighnari to see if our veteran forest watcher had any other ideas.
Tighnari is pretty much our last option, so let's hope he can help.
The good news is, even if restoring her memory is a no-go, we can help with the headache at least. Jur was in a similar state when we found him, delirious and mumbling to himself, but he's more or less back to normal now. Sorry, I should give you some context first, huh? We should let Miss Layla get some rest. Come with me, you two, and I'll introduce you to the other victim of this incident.
Good idea. I'll wait for Tighnari here and keep an eye on our patient.
All right then, this way.
I'll have have to tell Master about this when I get back.
Who did the Ajalenok nut offend? I just don't get it.
Hey, Jer. Still musing about Ajalenok nuts, huh? Want me to have Sino come over and tell some jokes? Might help distract you.
No. No need. I'm done. Don't encourage him.
Well, sorry for interrupting the Ajalenok talk, buddy. Next time, just say, Aji, hey, knock!
Hold on. So, what's the deal with the Ajalenok nuts? Other than the bad Sino jokes.
We'll get to that. But first, introductions are in order. This is Jer, a member of the Temple of Silence. And you remember the Traveler, right, Jer?
Of course. I'd never forget a participant in the Rite of Duels or the hero who saved Sumeru.
Awesome. Could you go over what happened to you one more time, Jer? Our valiant hero is gonna help us get to the bottom of this. Might as well join since you're here, am I right? Just hear him out. You're gonna want to uncover this mystery once you do. I bet on it.
Well, I was on an expedition in the desert not too long ago when I got caught in some quicksand. Later, it became obvious it wasn't normal quicksand because instead of sinking to my death, I fell into an undiscovered ruin. In my panic, arms and legs flailing about, I suspect I touched some things I shouldn't have. Because in that brief moment, an enormous amount of information came surging into my mind. I would hesitate to even call it knowledge, because my brain had no capacity to process the information. To use an analogy, it would be like trying to stuff thousands of Ajalenok nuts into a small water skin without it bursting. Sorry again with the Ajalenok nuts, I know.
It's fine. We're getting to that part of the story anyway.
True. Well, just as I was on the verge of madness, a single phrase broke through the storm of thoughts in my head. It was a man's voice saying, "Don't eat Ajalenok nuts."
What?
I know it's hard to believe, but that's what happened. I was saved by the phrase, "Don't eat Ajalenok nuts." I'm not sure. I'm not even certain it was a man's voice. It's hard to remember now that I've been repeating it so much myself. Anyway, the good news is I no longer feel like my head is going to explode. Of course, the bad news is that phrase has been stuck in my head for the past few days.
Wow. But doesn't it have the opposite effect? Like, the more you say don't eat it, the more you want to eat it?
Yes, that's exactly right. Whoever the voice belongs to, I don't know what his deal is with those nuts.
Well, the world's a big place. There's bound to be people who don't like sweet stuff.
I suppose. Strangely enough, I'm starting to think the voice belonged not to a man, but a cat.
A cat?
That's the question, isn't it? What would a cat be doing in an abandoned ruin like that? Just as my mind was reaching its breaking point, I could have sworn I heard the sound of a cat guiding me to exit. When I came to, all I saw was endless desert, and Sethos shaking me in a desperate attempt to wake me up.
I'll admit, it was pretty terrifying seeing you like that. Staring off into space and mumbling about Ajalenok nuts.
You sure don't sound terrified.
Sorry. It's not that I don't care. It's just kind of hard for rambling about Ajalenok nuts to sound menacing. Now, what Layla was saying, on the other hand, that is much creepier. Exactly. The unknown is what breeds fear. Ajalenok nuts are familiar. But the moon suspended above us at night? That's about as foreign as it gets.
Well, we don't know that for sure. There could be a whole other world inside an Ajalenok nut, with a moon of its own.
Huh. I guess.
Ajalenok nuts are not to be underestimated.
Right, yeah, of course. Won't catch me disparaging the mighty Ajalenok nut. No, sir.
Huh. So, a similar thing happened to Layla then?
Yeah, I think so. I was in a hurry to rescue Jur, so I put a marker on the incident site so we could go back and investigate. When his condition stabilized, we doubled back around to check and... Exactly. Multiple victims with the same symptoms at the same location. It wasn't hard to conclude that something is seriously wrong with that place. So, after we got Layla out of there, I had the Temple of Silence put up a warning sign at the scene and send patrols to watch the area. Speaking of, Sino, Tighnari, and I are going to head back there and investigate once Layla is stable. So as per usual, you're here just in time. That's for sure. But there's another reason I want Sino and Tighnari involved in this. Because the story doesn't end there. Right, Jer?
Oh, yes. Where was I? The Ajalainak nuts butted in and I... Right. Yes. The cat. As I followed the cat noises, the voice said something else.
So, there are those from Tula who still endure.
I thought that was strange, of course, because, well, was the voice referring to me? Records of my ancestry are rather sparse, so I'm not sure if my bloodline even traces back to that place.
That's right. The Temple of Silence's place of origin. And the home of Tighnari's people. Plus, Harmonubis, who Sino and I both share a connection to, was one of the city's founders. As the temple's current leader, if something strange happens in the desert, it's my job to get to the bottom of it. But it turns out, a lot of people have a horse in this race, and I'm not leaving any of them out. See? Knew you'd join. But yeah, that's all we know about Jur's situation. Tighnari should be done on his end. Let's head back and check on Miss Layla.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.